Hey there, welcome back to the Magic Box. So in this previous video, what we did is we attached everything to the box and we made the robot laugh by first calibrating the servo motor to 0 degrees for it to be closed at 0 degrees and then to be open at 90 degrees or around there. So now I want to teach you how to add a button, but before we do that, we need to talk about this thing. So in your kit, we have this breadboard here, and let's go over and let's talk about what this thing does. So the breadboard allows you to make complex connections with the wires. All right, so we're adding more and more things to our robot, so we can't just plug things directly into the Uno board here, okay? Because we will soon be out of GNDs. I think there's one more GND, but we're gonna need more than that. And then also the button. This button can't just plug in there, okay? It doesn't really work out that way. So we need to connect wires to it, okay, to here. But the wires would just like fall off too easily on this, so it's better for it to plug into the breadboard. It's going to be more stable as well, okay? So it makes things more stable and allows you to make more connections. So how do these holes work? You see all these holes? Okay. So the first thing I want you to notice on your breadboard is the rows, okay? So the rows go side to side, columns go up and down, okay? Now these rows here is a set of 5 holes is one row, okay? Another set of 5 holes here is another row, all right? So this is technically going to be row 1 and row 1. You see the number here, row 1, and then also a 1. So these rows go all the way down. 1 all the way down to says 30, okay? So you got 30 rows. Now there's 2 sides, right? There's a group A, look at this, A, B, C, D, E, okay? And then F, G, H, I, J. So A to E is one set on that row, and the F to J is one set on that row, all right? So here we go. We have different rows, 1 to 30. And then on each row, there's 2 sets of 5 holes. One set of 5 holes on this side, one set of 5 holes on this side. They're separated by this valley. All right, so now we know that. Here's what we need to know. Every set of 5, for every set of 5 holes, those holes are all connected, okay? So I'll give you an example. All right, I'm gonna take this, I have a pin-to-pin cable here, so I'm going to just take out this yellow one. All right, so if I put my pin here on E, okay, and then I put it also here, okay, I just plugged it into the same row, so these are connected, okay? Another way to do it is I have a yellow one, I'm going to take out a black one too, okay? If I put this black cable in this same row here, the yellow and the black, they're now connected together because this hole and this hole, they're connected together. But if I move the yellow on this side, okay, is black and yellow connected? No. Even though it's on the same row, row number 1, it's on the different side of, I call this the valley. Because the yellow's on this side of the valley and black's on this side of the valley, even though it's on the same row, it's not connected. All right, that's all we really need to know. All right, there's the red and the blue here, these columns going down. We don't really need to worry about it right now, but if you're curious, the way that the red works right here, this line, is that all these holes down here on the red, those are connected, and all the blue here, those are connected. Same thing on this side. All the red holes over here are connected, and all the blue holes over here are connected. We probably won't use those in this video, but just in case you're curious, you can do that. All right, so now that we know how the breadboard works, we're going to use it to make different connections, all right? The next thing I want you to do is pull out this. It's a button, okay? It's a 2-pin button. There's 2 pins on it. All right, I'm going to put that there for now. Let's look at the whiteboard to learn about this guy. Okay, this is the way that the button works. Here's my button. 2 legs. And I'll put a dash line between the 2 legs. I'll call one leg A and one leg B. All right. So the button, if you look at the bottom right there, if you push it, you can hear it click. Right? Can you hear that? I can. Okay. So when you press down, it does something. When you let go, it does something. All right. So here's how it works. When you let go, when you're not pressing the button, A is not connected to B. Okay. But when you press the button, A becomes connected to B. And so that's going to help open and close our circuit, we call it. So it's like creating a path for electricity by when we press it, and then disconnecting the path of electricity when we don't press it. All right? And so we're going to put that on the breadboard here. So what I'm going to do, let's go on the breadboard view. Okay, we're going to take the button and we're going to put it, I'm going to put it on this side like this. Okay, so we have one leg on row 1 and one leg on row 3, and you're just going to wiggle it. Again, don't be rough with these things because you don't want it to break. All right, cool. So now it's like really solid on there. Row 1 and row 3 on this side of the valley. All right. So let's first do that, and then now let's make our design our schematic here. All right. So we have our button. I'm just going to leave that there. Then I'm going to add in the Uno. Our other drawing was getting crazy, so I'm going to. I don't think I want to add it. Well, you know what? Maybe. You know what? I'm going to go crazy and try to add to our original schematic here. Okay. Let's do it. All right. So we're going to have our button. A and B. A little dashed line to represent that sometimes A and B is connected, sometimes it's not connected. All right. Now A, or let's do it this. Let's do yeah. A is going to be connected to the number 4 nerve. Okay, and then B is going to be connected to what? Well, remember what we talked about. Every single component needs a common grounds, right? So it's going to be connected to G and D there. So how do I do this? I'm going to go like this. Make a bridge hop. Come back down this way. That was kind of crazy. And then I gotta hop this and then go here. All right, let me zoom out a little bit and so that the whole thing is in screen. Okay, kind of crazy, I know, but it is. Oh, I messed up here because look, B should be bridge hopping over this A line. So let's fix that. So A is coming down, right? But then B bridge hops over the A. Okay? Tighten this up here. All right, so it's only 2 connections. A goes to number 4 nerve and B goes to G and D, right? All right, so let's do it. Let's go to my view here. Okay, so this will be A. Row 1 will be A. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a. I guess I'll go with yellow. Okay, and I want to connect yellow to the A leg, which is the top leg, which is on row 1. So then I just put it on any of these, into any of these 3 holes. So I'll just go with this one. And here's another note on this breadboard: if it doesn't go in, again, don't force it because it might break the pin. Just kind of wiggle it, maybe sometimes rotate it, turn it a little bit, and then it'll go in. Okay, just be gentle. You don't want to break it. Then this, the yellow, then A goes to number 4, right? On the number 4 nerve. So then I take my Uno, which is on the back of the box, and stick it into the number 4 nerve, which is right here. Sorry, I'm trying to get it so that you can see. There we go. There. Number 4. Okay? Coming back here. And then let's get a black wire and go into the B leg of the button, which is on row 3 for me. So any of these holes would work. I'm going to wiggle. It's a little tight, so I'm going to turn it, wiggle. Okay? And then this goes to G and D. Now, I do have one more G and D, I think. Yes. I do have one more G and D right here. So I will plug it in. Awesome. Okay. And I'll just kind of put it like this for now. I'll just put it right here. Okay. All right. Now let's go to the code to see how this is all going to work here. Let's go here, back to the code. All right. So now, since we have a button, we're going to have to introduce a concept called a conditional. Okay. A conditional means, in coding, means that we have something that happens upon a condition, which is a fancy way of saying it only happens when something, or I'll put it this way, it only happens sometimes. Okay. Now, what is that sometimes? That's what the condition is. For us, the sometimes thing is the button. So when we press the button, we want something to happen. When we don't press the button, we want something else to happen, right? So let's do this. I'm going to move this stuff to the side. So I have an empty program. Let's go to controls and let's get our conditional in this if do thing. And let's put it in the loop. Okay. And then we need to put something in this if. So we go to tests. Oh no, sorry. Go to sensors, and then we have this button pin thing. Okay. So we take this and we put it into the if, like that. Let me move this stuff out of the way. Now, pin button, what did we connect to? It's not 2 for us. What did we use? We used number 4, I believe, right? Don't want to get it wrong. Number 4. Okay. So what this says, if button, which is on number 4, is pressed, okay, what do I want to do? I want to, I'll just start easy. Turn on the LED. Okay, I think you can see it on the bottom right there, right? Yeah, the button NL. Okay, so let's try that. Let's try that. Oh, I guess I forgot to connect it. Okay, always. Okay, plug it in, of course. Okay, it's got previous code. That's why it's craziness. Okay, I'm gonna upload this code. Okay. Oh, and it's, I guess the servo. Okay, so if you don't tell the servo to do anything, it always goes to 90. That's why my box is open right now. So maybe I'll do this. Maybe in my setup, pin number 3 for servo. Remember, setup only runs one time in the beginning and then never again. So maybe in the setup, I should tell it to go to 0. That makes sense, right? So once I power up, I want my box to be closed. So let's do that. Okay. So this should close my box. Okay. So it's closed, right? And going back here. So you can see on the bottom right there, the light is off, right? But what if I press the button? So I'm going to press the button with my finger now. And it turned on. Check it out. Go to this view. You can see my light is on, right? Now if I let go, it is still on. Why? Well, let's look at the code. If I let go, it's still on because I don't have it. I need to turn it off. I only have on an on block, right? So what we want to do is get another one, another if do, and put it under it like this, okay? And then we also have another sensor. Go get the button pin. Change it to pin number 4 because that's where the button's connected. So we can say when the button 4 is equal to not pressed, okay, what do we do? Then turn it off. Let me show you a trick. You can right click on here and duplicate. Okay, now we're getting advanced, right? Let me zoom out again. So now I'm saying if it's not pressed, then it's off. All right, so when it is pressed, turn the light on. When it's not pressed, turn it off. Let's upload this. Okay, press the button. See, the light's on. You can see on the bottom right there. When I let go, it's off. Okay. Interesting, right? Interesting. Now I want to go the next level. And when I press the button, not only do I want the light to turn on, I also want the box to open. So what I do is this. Okay, I have my servo blocks here. Let's see, I'm going to move some stuff around. Okay, so this one for open, so when I press it, what I do is, so when right now it's like when I press it, I do this block, right? Turn the light on. I can take it, the servo, and just put it right after that one. So it's going to first turn it on, and then right after, I want to open the box, which is going to be 90 for me. Okay? I know our code is getting big now. And then when I don't press it, not only do I want to turn the light off, I also want to close the box. So then I bring in my servo box, put it here. And close the box, which is angle 0 for me. Okay? Looks good. I know it's a lot going on. I think it should work. Let's try upload. Okay, and now it's all button controlled. So let's go for it. I'm gonna press the button. It opened and the light's on. Let go, it closes. Okay, I'm changing view. Okay, press, let go, press, let go. Okay, so we're getting there, right? This is fun. Let's turn it around so that you can see. All right. All right, so now we have the button and the light turning on. Sorry, the box opening and the light turning on when we press the button. Awesome. So we're almost done. So we got a few more things to do. I have another light that we can add, and also the ultimate, the grand finale, which is the sensor, so that you don't even have to touch it and have it open and close. So we'll get to those in the next few videos. Some things to try, to try here. All right, is what if I said when you press the button, can you get it to laugh a little bit, and then when you let go, have it stop? Like, well, how would you do that, right? I'm not going to tell you the answer. Just this is some fun stuff that you can explore. What if you want to make when you press the button, it laughs and the light blinks at the same time? How would you do that? Okay, so go ahead and play with that, have fun, and I will see you in the next video.